Hey guys, how we doing? Continued playing on with the trike build. And I want to say thanks to everybody's comments. I guess it's well received what I'm in the process of making. Well, it's another morning now, and kind of show you. It's kind of funny. I look at the comments, and for me, I'm already ahead that much further, so I have to kind of remember what people are seeing at that time. But in any event, here's a bigger pile of junk outside. So as you can tell, more stuff's been getting hacked off of it. You can see the front ends off of it now, laying in there in a pile of rubble. And my other pile of junk over here. And all right, you ready? Tell you what, I'll go over here and I'll just kind of pan up to it, and you'll get the whole idea kind of coming together in one shot. All right, here's what we got. What do you think? Long, ain't it? It's 8 feet. It's 100 inches long. It's cool though. I like the size of it, actually. I had to put some boards up on the end of my lift with some jack stands to extend the lift. So that's pretty much where the front end's going to sit. I played with the height a little bit and where stuff was going to go contact. I cut off. This was the strongest part of the bike. This is where that front axle was sitting, where it had like a little support off of it. So this is where the most steel is. So that's where I'm going to tie this back in, and probably do the same thing with the other bike. Come out with a pipe and come down with my pedals for my footrest on it. And then up here, I got to figure out how I'm going to tie to this guy right here. I'll probably cut this plate right off, and then I'll work with between here, these two guys tying into it, and then it touches right there also. So I'll probably make a plate or something that kind of comes across and ties all this together. And from the rear, kind of see what we got going on. Let me back up a little more. It's comfortable to sit on too. I threw the original seat that came with it. Came with the, let me go get it. Where is it? I had the other two seats on it. What the heck did I do with it? There it is. I had the schwinn seats on it. I'm not quite sure I want to go with those. I don't know if I like the look. I don't like the look of this one neither, but it's closer to what I want. I kind of just want to, thinking of, I just kind of want something to fill in this area right here, and then come up with the sissy bar off of it instead of having two separate seats. The two separate seats kind of look goofy. But something like that is where we're gonna go. And again, I hopped up there and fit myself on there. Actually, it feels pretty comfortable. Yeah, that other video is, I guess, my version of a silent movie. There's another thought that I had. As you can see, I kept throwing seats at it. Every seat that I had, I kind of dug up and sat up in there and seen what I liked. One thing I did kind of like, but it's heavy. I'm trying to keep weight down on the thing. This is just kind of give you an idea. That guy right there. Something like that. And what I would do is probably do a hinged mount in the front, and then two springs in the rear, so that your ass has some kind of cushioning from the hardtail. The front, I believe I'm going to put a little bit of suspension on. So, but I'm not sure. You know what? I'm sticking with it. I kind of just start hacking away, and I weld stuff up, and I don't know what direction I go. Usually what I do is I just keep taking stuff off that I know I don't want, and then I just keep positioning it together and moving it around. That's kind of how I build everything, you know. I don't know what I want, but I know what I don't want, so I remove that stuff, and before you know it, I have what I do want. So a couple of other things I might as well talk about, thoughts that I have. I have one of the covers from a if you look at like a VW motor and all the dune buggies, they have a guard that goes over the pulley in the back because it's open, and it's got like a screen in the middle of it. So I'm going to cut a hole in the lower section of it, and I'm going to put that right over. That'll go right over this chain setup, and I'll put a new chain on here to get rid of some of that slap. That one's just stretched out, but I have new chain for that. Gotta get a couple of master links for these chains. I just peened over the old chain when I ground them off. They're getting so cheap the bikes, they don't even put master links on them anymore. You gotta come apart. I like the way the ass end looks. I think that frame setup right there is a pretty good look with the all the triangles. Plus, it's really strong. Anytime you make anything with a triangle, it's a very strong structure. It doesn't want to rack or bend at all, you know. And on this guy back down in here, I don't know if you could see it. With this piece off, it was a piece of angle iron. You can kind of see it right there. It was just a piece of bed frame rail. That was what I first started with, and then I added some more gussets to it, and then I ground this flat. This was the trailer hitch that originally stuck out here, and put a plate going down, up and down. Welded that on and put this axle right where I wanted it, because the chains were rubbing. I had to kind of kick it up a little. And then I put some real thick gussets on each side of it to beef that up. After that was done, I took another piece of angle iron and 180 and capped this whole thing in. So this is basically a piece of 1.5 inch square tubing that's really strong. You can see I just kind of blent it in real good. So it ties that's the main structure of the whole rear. It's taking all the load, pushing forward and back as you hit stuff with the tires. And then the top, being down on an angle, it's going to take all the hit the tires want to go push up on, pushes back into the frame. And it does have a little bit of flex to it. It can't be dead stiff, or else it'll start cracking itself apart. It does have a little bit of flexibility to it. So I think that'll actually hold up pretty good. If I do have any issues, I'll beef it up a little more, but I don't think I need to, and I don't want to go crazy, as I said, because of weight. I want to try to keep the weight down as much as possible. The heavier you make the thing, the slower it's going to be. And I think the whole thing probably still weighs about the same as the quad. For the bikes are light. The bikes probably weighed, I don't know, maybe 22 pounds a piece were the bicycles, and maybe a little more than that. But I hacked a lot of them off. There's one bike in here, and then one rear tire and swing arm from the other one. So. And you got to figure all the junk that I took off of the other four-wheeler. That front end's kind of heavy. Those tires are heavy. So I'm guessing I'm probably 150 pounds. It probably weighs right now, something like that, which isn't too bad for what it is. I should get a scale out later. I'll do it when I'm all done. I'll get a scale out and put all the under each tire, and I'll get an idea how much it weighs. But I know just from walking around and lifting different sections up, it's not very heavy. So, all right, guys. Again, my routine is I'm gonna go eat breakfast and turn the heat on in the garage and come back here and start fabricating that front end on there and get that to be all one and level and square and tied together. I might drop it off the lift and go roll it around a little bit to see how she steers and that kind of thing. So, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Musty's Mad Machine. Thanks for watching.